So the glue has now cured, epoxy has now cured, the dihedral braces are in place, and we'll install the servo. But before doing that, what we'll do is we'll turn the wing over and put a band of tape right here on these braces. This is to reinforce the braces. So we'll just put 2 bands of tape, the packing tape there. So after we put that tape, we'll be installing the servo here in front of the spar, and of course the plan is that we'll use one servo in the center and drive the 2 ailerons using push rods angled outwards on top. So you can also use 2 servos if you want, by installing them in mid of the wing if you have an extra servo, but we have designed this so that the whole wing works with just one servo. And so for this build we are going to put it just one servo in the center. So carefully put this in place, cut it out. We'll do the same for the again I am putting the wing on the wing bed. This really is a very safe way, and like you can really press upon the wing without doing any harm to the wing. And likewise we'll just put this on the top edge, clean it up. Okay. Okay, so the braces are now secured. We have got some fiberglass tape here, and before putting the servos we'll put it here on the trailing edges on both sides. What this does is that it eases off the pressure from the rubber bands, which will be used to mount later on. So we'll put 2 strips, one on the left, one on the right, and overlapping a little bit on the center part. So we have put the tape here, which goes all the way around on this side. Now for the servo, what we will do is that we'll create a cutout here and install the control horns here will be installed at an angle, because the servo will be driving the rods at an angle. So the first step is to center the servo, then create a cutout here and install the control horns and put on the clevises on the control rods and do this all in place. So I'll let Pawan do this installation here. Okay, so we are centering the servo using the servo tester. You can also use the radio receiver to center the servo. And we will be using this arm on the servo because we have to drive 2 sides from this arm. So the servo is now centered, and we will put the arm exactly perpendicular to the servo and screw it in place. Now create a cutout here, right in the center. So the servo has been, the cutout has been created, as you can see here, and we'll try to, we'll have to take out the wire from the other side. You should put the servo facing this side. What this will do is give you more angle, right? Yeah. The servo will be installed facing this side. So we'll create also a hole so that the wire can go through the side and into the fuselage. Create a hole. Hole you should have created in the forward side so that this can go again. and the servo has been installed here. So now we'll move on to glue the control horns at an angle. Yeah, mark the angle with a ruler. Very good. And on this side also. So we are going to install it on the second hole from the outer side. तो पीछे रखना, कंट्रोल हॉर्न को पीछे रखना, नहीं कट जाता है. So the control horns, the control horns come with two parts here, the horn and the backing plate. The horn will go through the surface, and on the other side the backing plate will lock in place, and we'll glue this whole thing with some hot glue. Okay, so we have installed the horns, and we'll turn this around and put in the backing plate. Some hot glue here, as you can see. So we'll coat this side and like put some excess glue on the whole thing and lock it in place. That's it. We'll put the backing plate on this side, even though there's very little room here, but still we'll put it in place, because this prevents the horn from slipping away. Now we'll repeat this for the right wing panel. We'll turn this around, put the backing plate in place. Okay, so horns are done. Now let's cut our control rods. So we'll put the clevis, install the clevis on one side first using some hot glue, and you can thread these in place, or you can actually drill a little, enlarge the holes a little bit so that this can be a little free, and use some hot glue to put in place. Let's neutral our servo once again, just to ensure it has not moved. Okay, servo is neutral. Now we will cut from a length right. And we'll keep this surface neutral. Maybe you can tape this in place. Tape these two ends of the surface, control aileron, so that they stay in neutral position. I think one tape is enough. Yeah, one tape is enough. Now you measure and cut it out. We'll use some hot glue to lock this in place. Okay, so one arm is installed. Now we'll repeat the procedure for this arm. So on it, we have the servo now installed, and we'll just quickly test how this is working. So we'll remove the tape. First remove the tape, and okay, put this in neutral. Okay, so we have this in working. So the good part, the reason why, one more reason why we placed the servo ahead is that this gives some movement, which like the up aileron goes up a little more than the down one, and this fixes the adverse yaw which is sometimes created. So this is like working good. So let's move on, and this completes the build of the intermediate wing. The only step left is that we'll install the decals, which we'll just be back shortly and put those in here.